Okay, here we go. Hi everyone, this is Uma from Lotus Wellness Center coming to you with your daily UVVL video. Welcome. I'm looking kind of crazy right now because I am actually getting ready for the platform demonstration that I'm doing tonight with my partner Rob Pritchard at the Lotus Wellness Center. And usually on my days off, which is today, Friday, the 13th at that, I tend to not work and I tend to take a nap and meditate and just get myself ready before I go on and have to do this event. And tonight, I believe we have close to 40 people coming, so it's a big event. And as you know from my past videos, social anxiety is a real thing for this girl. So this is how my day went. I did take a client because she flew in from Alaska, and that's the only day that she could see me. So I took a client this morning. I came home, I did take my nap, but then I was awoken from it from a friend. And that's what the video is about, is what she went through. And we're going to talk about it in this quick little daily video. So my friend contacts me and wakes me up out of my sleep. That's why I'm looking like all crazy. And she was not involved with a guy that was there but not there. You know the situation. I like to call it I'm dating an emotionally unavailable person, you know? And for months, she's been asking me about him. Like, is he the one? I feel he's the one. We have such great chemistry. The sex is great, but he hasn't committed to me. He doesn't seem to be committing to me. And all the cards have been pretty much saying the same thing. Be patient. You'll get your answer. Be patient. But towards the end, like the last maybe 2 months, the cards were pretty much showing this is a no-go anymore. And my friend, being ever the romantic, that's why I love her, because she's so sweet, still plot ahead. And she just wanted to keep going with it. So she sleeps over at his house, you know, when they make arrangements to do that. And then she leaves early in the morning before his kid gets up. And when she got up this morning, of course, there was another woman outside his house. And come to find out, that was his girlfriend that he's been with for 9 months. Or so she assumed, that she was the girlfriend. At this point in the game, who cares who's the girlfriend? He lied, right? So my friend's dealing with this, and I thought this would be a really great topic to talk about because I've actually been on both sides of this scenario. I've been the one that was in a relationship or non-relationship with an emotionally unavailable person, but I've also been the emotionally unavailable person. Can I say that out loud live on YouTube? Yeah. So that's the beauty, by the way, of dating and being in over 30 relationships, is that you get a lot of clarity about a lot of people and a lot of behaviors. So this video is for anybody who gets caught up in this mess, and just some tips from somebody who's kind of like an expert at it at this point and knows a little bit about this game or this thing that we go through. So number one, from the get-go, if you want a relationship and you want to be in a committed relationship, and within the first 6 months, that person doesn't say verbally to you, we are in a committed relationship, get the heck out, okay? Be gone. He's not going to change. And I have to say that loud and clear because for a lot of my clients, they wait around, they hope that this person will change. And I don't say it just for women, because men too. Men have dated emotionally unavailable women as well. And there's this belief that if I wait around, he will love my cooking, he'll love this pussy, she'll love this dick, whatever, and they'll want to settle down. Usually that's not true. Within the first 3 months, somebody should know if they would kind of want to go into a relationship and if this is like for them. And it doesn't matter how they say it to you. I mean, heck, my own partner said to me within the first month, you know, I'm not doing this for anybody else. And I was like, is that your way of saying we're monogamous? Right? It doesn't matter how it's said. It just needs to be said some way, somehow. Of course, we'd all love that big poetry and flowers and will you be my girlfriend or boyfriend or blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter how it's said. It just needs to be said. So that's the first thing. If you don't ever want to get caught in this situation again and you want to be in a relationship, then that's the first thing you want to pay attention to is within the 6 months, has it been said? And if it hasn't, don't wait around, especially if they give you excuses. Well, I need more time. No, thank you. I'm not going to be sitting here 10 years from now waiting for you to figure this out. I got to go. Bye. Okay? So that's the first thing I want to share about people who are emotionally unavailable. They will use time as their weapon, and they are assuming that you have the time to stay there and hang out. Now, here's another part of this scenario. Some of you actually don't know if you want to be in a committed relationship or not. And then when you do find out, it's too late because you've invested a year in this thing. So don't let yourself get into relationships or mess with people if you aren't clear about what this is or what you want to do. It's quite fine to get with somebody and say, I'm just playing. I just want to have fun. I have other things going on. I have my kids. I have my career. I have my health, whatever. And I don't need a partner right now. I just need somebody to play with. But if you're saying that, then that's the vibration you're putting out to the universe. Then you got to stick with that. Okay? You can't change it up midway through because then it's going to cause a lot of problems, as we can see in life and on, Real Housewives of Atlanta and whatnot. Okay? So that's number one. Number two, if you've been with somebody for over a year and you don't have solid things in their life, they might be cheating on you, or they might not be invested as much as you're invested. So many times I hear women say, oh, he's so crazy about me. Why? What did he do? Oh, he gave me the best dick last night. Or he made me my favorite meal. Has he introduced you to his family? Have you met his kids? Have you guys taken a vacation together? Do you have keys to his house? If you're coming up no on all these things, then I don't know if he's that into you or she's that into you. It sounds like while they're with you in that present moment, they really enjoy being with you. And that's cool for some people, but I don't know about you guys. I'm 40, 41, and I don't really need that, in my life at this stage in time. I kind of want a partner that I know I'm going to grow old with, and we're kind of be there for each other. So after a year of being with someone, if you're not getting what you've been wanting, which is like the frequent phone calls, the spending every weekend together or most weekends together, the I love yous, all the other things which really hint at stability, then it's time to get out. Because the sex, the romance, and all that kind of stuff, that can come really great, but trust me, especially for you young ones out there, when you get older, it's less about the sex. The sex is still great. You can still have great sex. But then what becomes more important to you is loyalty, companionship, partnership, wanting to do things together, wanting to build things together. I love the fact that my partner and I are building an empire together. So you want to have more shared things outside of the bedroom. And if your only argument is the sex is so good, you might want to rethink that relationship, because I don't know how long the sex is going to be that good, especially when everybody's getting older. Okay. The other thing, number 3, how to know if you're with an emotionally unavailable person. They're not there for you in your time of need. So if you have, let's say you won this fabulous trip for a great vacation, and of course you want to take your person with you, and they find every reason in the book not to go with you, that's kind of strange, right? Who doesn't like a free vacation? So they don't want to go with you because that's too much intimacy, that's too much one-on-one time, and that's not what they're here for. They enjoy you for short moments in time, okay? And that's a big clue to me when people don't want to go on vacation with me, or at least take a weekend away together, because they don't know what that would be like for them. They're not really that interested. So if they're not showing you any intimacy, and I'm not talking intimacy like, I'm going to look in your eyes while I F you hard. No, I'm talking intimacy like conversations for 3 hours, and not about sex or what you're wearing, about life and your goals and your dreams and their goals and their dreams. If they're not wanting to meet your friends and your family, or have you meet their friends and family, these are all things that build intimacy. So if that's not happening, that's another sign that they might not be emotionally available for you. Okay? So I'm sharing this as a PSA because I do see, aside from my friend, I do see a lot of people getting caught up in situations like this. And then the first thing they say is, I'm so confused. They're confused because they're trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. But if you can just see it for what it is, this doesn't fit. It becomes less confusing. And then you're able to actually just walk away with your head held high and with dignity. I'm loving my friend right now. I wish I could say her name and give her a shout out, because she's gotten it. Within one conversation, she's gotten it. She's no longer confused. She's on the right path. She's focusing on her and getting her life together. It also doesn't help when my friends and I were all over 40, So when you're older, you tend to really take it into your mind, like, I don't really have time for all of this. When we're younger, we tend to make a lot more stupid mistakes, and we're okay with wasting, I don't know, what's a year, 2 years, 3 years? I got time, right? But when you get older, you're like, you know, literally, my hip could give out next week. I'm not saying hers will. Mine probably would more than hers. She's fit. But, you know, like you start to really think about your mortality as you cross over that 40 threshold, and you want to really surround yourself with people that support you, love you, and want to be there for you in a deep and meaningful way. So I hope this helps, because I really feel that a lot of people are in emotionally unavailable relationships, and they keep making excuses as to why to stay there. And you absolutely have that wherewithal. I don't even know the word. You have that option, is what I want to say, to stay there. And if you're happy there and they give you some of your needs that you haven't been getting met for a long time, then stay there. But what I want to challenge a lot of people to do is to really look within your heart and say to yourself, are you staying here because of how well they treat you and how well they meet your needs? Or are you staying here because you don't believe you deserve better? And that's where you got to start and take the look, okay? My suggestion is get with a coach. I am a life coach. I do talk to people through their stuff. So does my partner. My suggestion is get with a life coach or a therapist or anybody that can really go into what is preventing you from really just wanting to have it all and really wanting to just live this life fully. Because really and truly, everything's available to you. And if you keep putting yourself in these boxes or cutting off pieces of you to fit into a tiny box to suit somebody else, at the end of the day, you're going to get tired. And when it's time to get up and leave, you can't walk away. You got no legs. You can't open the door to get out. You have no arms. And that's where people really and truly get stuck. And I'd hate to see that happen to anybody else. All right. So thank you so much for watching my video today on Friday the 13th. Namaste. Please drop a comment. Let me know what you thought about this video. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. I'd love to see you guys around more often. Bye for now.